My name's Henry Rollins. We're here at our humble publishing company. Oh, this is good. Over here is Kato, our the team cat. That's I didn't put that up there. This is the cat who's grazing inside the packing foam. Hey, come on, they're filming you. Look alive. Okay, he can't be bothered. Okay. What I'm trying to do is give the audience a real slice, and myself, a real run for the money, a real slice, a big slice of the pie. Really showing all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think it's just part of being honest, well-rounded, and showing the bad parts, the parts about yourself that you don't really, that aren't as admirable as that great jawline you have, or whatever. And that's why I put out the stuff that's damaging. Oh, you feel like that? Why would you say that? Because it's the truth. Truth is what I'm after. So, and if some of the truth is unflattering, oh well. Kirk and Chris, they work on the mailing list, and they keep the books moving in and make sure everyone pays up and keeps them straight. And here's just some of our stock. Some of the books that we don't publish, we help distribute. We work with Crispin Glover. We work with Hubert Selby's books. He's a good friend of ours, and so we buy his books from other companies and sell the mail order. We do the same with Provisional Video, this company out of the Midwest who's owned by one of our authors, and we help do mail order with his videos. And yeah, I'll show you upstairs. That's where we do editing, and we keep a lot of the film stock. And this is Gary and Lynn's office. Gary and Lynn, Lynn does, she works on our contracts and does, she's our liaison to our accountant. She prepares everything for the accountant. And Gary pretty much runs the company, types up all the proposals to the artists, works out all the relations with the printers that we use. Without Gary, the place just wouldn't run flat out, because I don't know how to do everything. I just come up with the ideas for what books we're going to put out and what artists we want to work with and all that, and I just go, okay, here's this book, man, make it. And Scott, I live on the road pretty much. I'm here an average of 3 days a month, 4 days a month. So it's Gary that runs this whole machine. And that's pretty much our office. What I do is usually hire my friend Joel, who's a professional cook, and Joel will come in and usually cook about a week's worth of food for me, so I can just heat it up, eat it, and keep going. Because usually when I'm here, I got a lot of work to do. So I don't have time to sit there and cook. So for a pretty good price, Joel rocks me. I need to eat a lot of food when I'm here, because this is the time I get to put weight back on. I lose a lot of weight on the road, and a lot of smoothies, more smoothies, soy milk, mineral water, skim milk, cheese, salsa, and a cat. Hey, get up, look out. I've thought about it a lot. Why do I need to do this? Maybe I'm on a big ego trip, and I think what I do, my feelings are more relevant than other people's. That might have something to do with it. I think for me more, it's confrontational. Not that I'm confronting you, the audience. I'm more confronting myself. It's heavy duty to write something that's right from the guts and put it out in the book. I mean, it's really. I look back at some of the books I've written. I go, whoa! I can't believe I put that in print. And I admire myself for having those guts. And for me to do that consistently year after year, it's like it's a continuous blow to the empire. It's a blow to that which would keep me locked down, staring at the ground, oppressed, and with my mouth clamped shut. This half of the building is for Modi's Modi is the girl who does all of our video stuff, and she's got 2 offices here. She runs her own production company called Motivation out of here.
Okay.
These are some of the awards she's picked up for her independent films. She's a tremendous filmmaker. She makes these great short films. She does a lot of cool video stuff. She did Pretend We're Dead for L7. She's worked with Jane's Addiction. She's done stuff with the Rollins band. She works with a lot of people. She's just finished a long form for the Smashing Pumpkins, and she works with Iggy, Prince, a lot of people. This is her office here. She's not here right now, so we're kind of like eavesdropping in on her scene. This is when I'm home. This is where I work. It's all the CDs, all the LPs, all the cassettes over here. System. My computer. This is where I sit all day, 7 days a week when I'm home. I work all through the weekend, usually as early as I can get up till as late as I can go. Because when I'm here, I've got so much to do. We refuse to have a high-stress work environment in this place. We won't have it. No, all day long we got music jamming. We try and have fun. That's why we have the office in kind of more of a home setting, so it's not like the uptight corporate atmosphere. I mean, we do a lot of work. Everyone here kicks hard all day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. But we're not trying to make it oppressive or anything, and everyone here is given a lot of responsibility. The attitude is, you know what your job is. No one has time to watch over you, so do what you know you've got to do. This is a power cage. It's basically used for, more powerlifting type exercises. That's got about 500-600 pounds of Olympic weight. The big hole, 7-foot bar, Olympic standard stuff. And I work out here about 6 days a week when I'm home. About 10 years ago, I started the publishing company, 1361, which is my birthday. And I started primarily to put up my own stuff. That's why I named it after my birthday. I figured I'd be the only one on the label. And the first books I did were just fold and staple, Xerox, chap books I sold for $2. And after I sold a couple of thousand of those, I made a small paperback of my stuff, and went on from there. Around 89 or so, we got an office. I was running the whole thing out of my room. I didn't know to get an office. And my manager said, you should get an office so there's always a phone number that is on that a store can reach you, or you have to have someone working it. Now we're in this place that I own this place. And the book company is slamming. We got, about 10 writers on the label. We're doing art books, all kinds of stuff. But the reason I wanted to do this is just to give an avenue to writers and artists that we dig to get their stuff out without being compromised.
Rolling?
I like doing business. I like doing business more than I like doing art, because I'm not a creative person, nor am I artistically inclined. I mean, I am in a band, I do some writing, I do all this stuff, but and I think I'm pretty good, on good days I'm okay. I really like doing business a lot, though. I like it when I'm here and I'm on the phone and I'm working on deals and I'm working with writers, getting their books out, and waiting for the shipments to come in, and looking at over the budget and stuff like that. I really like doing that because I like the mechanics of business. I like that you have to use your wits, and especially if you're a label like ours, we're not putting out mainstream books. We've got to be sharp because we don't have a real cushion, some corporate sponsor. So, it's all us, and we got to be good. And I just like the challenge, and I know that I'm honest, and I know I can do a good job for myself and for others, and it's fun to go out into the business world and make things happen. It's really satisfying to bring out books and to do all this stuff out of nowhere. I mean, just like find these people, get these books out, get them into the world. I think it's great. To me, it's as fun as doing the band or anything else. I started a label called Infinite Zero, and what the label's all about is it's a reissue label. and we are putting out records that we like that are out of print because we're fans of these records and we want everyone else to hear them. So we went after all the records that we liked that we could find. Some we got, some we didn't get. Basically, the idea behind the label is I want equal time for these bands. If Michael Bolton and me and all these in Soundgarden get to be on the shelf, well, right on. But I think Alan Vega, who isn't on the shelf except in Europe, should be out here. Or James White and the Blacks, instead of paying like $50 for an LP, a scratchy old LP at a collector store, they should get it nice and clean on a CD for, you know, $12, $13 with some extra tracks and some cool liner notes, and it should be available all the time. And that's we're just fans and we love this music, and so that's why we're doing it. I'm not very good at relaxing. I usually have a lot to do, and I'm kind of a workaholic. I prefer work and doing things to doing nothing. So usually I work until I'm exhausted and I go to bed. Every once in a while I'll watch a movie. On the weekends sometimes I watch a video. In the evenings I'll work out around 5:30 when I'm here. That's when I hit the weights. And after that I'll have some dinner and maybe read some mail, and then I'll go back to work until my eyes are closing. Then I go to bed, wake up as early as I can, and do it all over again. I usually do this 7 days a week when I'm here. I got nothing else to do. I don't have a social life really. I don't go out to parties. I don't go to clubs or anything. And I'm not trying to say, oh, poor me. I'm not poor, and I like what I do. And I'd much rather work at the computer than hang out with a bunch of people and talk about the weather and answer a bunch of stupid questions about my shoes, you know, like the typical club talk. What's my greatest strength? The fact that I can take large amounts of physical and mental pain. I can endure long stints of physical and mental pain and still deliver. And it's what about me that I'm most proud of. I think my biggest weakness is my fear of vulnerability. I think that'd be my biggest weakness, the fear of being caught in a situation where I can't deal on whatever level, or a situation where I might have to expose a weak side of myself at a time I don't want to not be in a strategic, to be out-strategized or something. If you read books on the samurai, that was kind of like their greatest fears, is the fear of just being at a disadvantage. In 10 years from now, I'll be 43 years old, and I definitely want to be off stage, and unless I'm doing film, I would like to be out of the public eye, and probably just be doing business, working at one of my many companies I'll hopefully be running by then. I've been doing a deal of acting, and I'd like to pursue more of that. Oh, I like it. It's hard. It's a real challenge. It takes a lot of discipline, and you have to be very honest. And it pays well, and it's something I haven't done 100 times a year for the last 14 years. Get the roles Gary Oldman gets. That's what I'd like. Just because he just gets to hit the ceiling every movie he does. He just gets to be crazy. That'd be fun.